Hey everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. We're going to be talking a little bit about a pity system, the crafting in the game. If you're new to the game, you might not feel this yet. If you've played the game for a couple months, either free to play or even, for a few weeks as a spender, you're probably going to notice pretty quickly, some of the difficulties in getting things in game. So we're going to cover some of this a little bit and talk about some potential solutions in my mind. There's a little pity in the game, but there's, I think, some better ways to do it. So this is pitched to Marvel, pitched to the community. Maybe we talk about this a little bit, see if it's a good idea or not. I'd love to hear from you guys on whether some of this stuff is good for you, bad for you. Is the solutions I'm talking about, are they going to work, not work? Let me know your thoughts. Comment below. If you're new to the channel, check out the Discord link in the description below. Hammer down like buttons, notification bells, subscription buttons, all that kind of thing too. So, all right, let's go check this out.
Bring me WolverThor!
Okay, so one of the ways you do stuff in-game, this is the beginner part of it, I suppose, I'll keep this short, is you merge things, whether it's a card or a piece of gear, whatever. So as you build these things up, you can see I've got all this gear in here, right? Now, I did a separate video on the Omega Flight headquarters in the beginner series. You basically take a piece, you take 5 more, you combine it, it gets to the next level. So if I took this 1-star head and get 5 more of 1 stars, it gets to be 2-star, all the way up to 6-star and then to nanotech. Now, that's fine, because I can dedicate exactly what I want there, right? Same thing with cards here, where if I'm looking at Omega cards, now the trick with Omega cards is once you take a 3 and say I combine this and I do this, actually, let's pick a rare, actually. I'm not going to necessarily do this right here now, but this is actually a good card. But if I wanted to do this, and I clicked combine here, right? Now, what you'll notice is on that 3-star card, it turns into 4-star. But see how it says this exclusive stat, reach 4 stars to acquire? That means that, and it shows right here what I could get, right? Which is awesome. I love that. So that way I look at this. PvP damage increase, not bad. Decrease, not bad. Defense pierce is good. Total damage is good. Surface to air damage, yeah, no. I don't like that at all. I don't want to see that. The other ones aren't bad, but I probably want defense pierce or total damage. So, but the thing is I can get this card and it would give me surface to air damage. That sucks. It's like, great. Now that's not something I want. So it's like, okay. Now, with cards, that's not that big of a deal. Mainly because I can use that 4-star card to build a 5-star card if I get, a bad stat on it. And I've got plenty of these cards up here, some of them which I either, I might have taken that too high. I don't remember if I got a pull on that or if I took it too high. But anytime I saw surface to air damage, I was like, I try not to bring those up. So I'm hoping I didn't build up on that because that would have been a waste of cards. The real problem is when we are actually in the workshop in the main Omega Flight headquarters. This is where you use your regional gear, your syn particles, not your synchronized particles, but your syn particles in a piece of equipment here, and you can make gear. Now, this is really one of your only ways to get regional gear. When you go through the quests, you do get a headpiece, all right? But otherwise, outside of, there's a couple offers in game where you can get them. But again, those are RNG type typically. I'll get into the pity system where you can select. So I come in here and I make whatever I want to make. And you can see right now, I've got 10 that are finishing in an hour and a half. I have done so many of these and I have gotten 2 pieces. And I am on the low end of people crafting here. A lot of the Krakens and heavy whales out there, they've done hundreds and hundreds. They've also done thousands of some of these and gotten maybe a piece or 2. So it feels really bad, especially when given the fact that it's so hard, you come in here and you look at your gear. These stats, they're RNG too. So these kind of get re-rolled a little bit. You can see, look, oh, I've got 2 Midgardia hairs. Yay. And I got this Midgardia hair from an offer that I bought. I paid, I think, 90 bucks. And I got the exact same thing that I already had. At this point in the game, for me, that's a huge deal because I really want to get a 4-piece set of Midgardia. Now, I actually have 2 Midgardia, 2 Red Widow sets, which isn't bad. And there's another video on that on, picking the proper sets to build up in Nano, etc. So I'm not like super bummed, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I really want to try to get a full Midgardia set. I want to try to get this 3-piece crit damage. I want this 4-piece deadly aim. Like, I like that. That's stuff that I use for skills. Crit damage is huge. This isn't bad. 2.9% damage isn't bad, but it's not that great. I could probably get that from 1 Omega card. So, having said all of this, it can feel bad not getting these pieces. And then when you get the pieces, not getting the stats on it. And again, it's great that I have 2 head pieces. So at some point when I decide which one of these I think is definitely better, because they both have their uses, frankly, I would take the other one and nano it into the one I'm going to keep and get a red star out of it, or the nanotech out of it. And I need a bunch of that to be able to go up to 2 star, 2 red star, 3 red star, etc. So I need them. But again, if I'm talking about this crafting system, it is so bad. It is so bad. And it takes, like, you have limited I've got tons of Uru. I can get a bunch of this stuff through farming or crafting it. I can come here and I can make a bunch of these. Yay, I just made 100 more of those. That's not so bad. But when I come here, I run out of these sin particles. So run those special ops every day, by the way. And I can make 12 of these, which I'm not going to do. But I'd say, your chance of getting an actual Midgardia here, there's a low chance. You can see this. I don't even know if it shows if it drops here. Let's see if I can find a spot where it gives me the rate. So this shows me what I can get, but when I click on them, it doesn't show me what my chance is to get it, right? It just doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't show anything here, right? So here's a Midgardia boot. Okay, it doesn't tell me my chance to get that. I don't see a percentage here anywhere. I'm looking around anywhere else to click. I don't see anything, right? It's just this thing here, craft here. I click on this. I don't see anything. I see quantity. It says low chance, but I don't know what percent chance. I have no clue. I think they were supposed to say that, but anyway. So the point is a terrible chance, right? So you're upset. You're frustrated that you're not getting any of these things. I've seen it all over the game. People don't like it. It sucks. So the other part of this that they currently have a pity system on, but it costs money, right? So I did a video the other day about currencies and stuff. You can check that out if you want. But there is an offers in game where you can buy. Look at that, future membership. All right, I'll check that out later. Thanks. There's memberships where there's things you can buy where you can get these deals that you can't show them anymore. Well, you can see it here. I can get draws, right? This was, I think, 2,000 crystals. This was the same. By the way, great deal. Anytime this has got draws in it, so you can buy draw tickets or get them from somewhere else in the game. You can get them from the battle challenge. There's an operations here, battle challenge. I don't know if yeah, I've got my rewards already. Let's see if I can see one where it shows there you go. So I was able to get a Dimension Box ticket, right? So you can get some of those, and then when you actually go into your store here and you go into your draw, you can see where it gives you Omega points. And I covered this in detail in another video, so I'm not going to do it more than that. But you get the Omega points. How do you use Omega points? Okay, well, let's go to the store again. Tokens, special tokens, Omega points. Right here, this is the pity system. So it is, I can get a Hydra box for 500 of these. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I've been doing a lot of different, crafting and draws, not to spend a lot of money. I know, some of the big whales and krakens have thousands of these things, but they will go in here and get this box and they will focus the gear that they want from that technique. Okay, but I think someone did some math on this. I think Kraken might have done some math on it. I think his math was like $630 of a pity system. So you'd have to spend $630 to get one of these. It's a lot of money for a pity system. Some people are free to play, so that isn't a pity system at all. Other than what I talked about from the the draws from the dimension duels or anything else or not the dimension duels, but the battle challenge that you can get from anywhere in the game. So my thought and my solution for this would be for everybody in the game is every time I craft one of these, every time I open this and I don't get a piece of whatever region that I want gear, give me a certain amount of Omega point tokens. I don't know if it's 1 per piece. I don't know if it's 2 per piece or 5 per piece. It's something, right? because that will incentivize me to continually craft. Right now, I am seriously, I stopped for, I think, a week or two where I was just like, what is the point of me crafting these outside of trying to build up the costumes, obviously? But I'm like, drop rate sucks for this Midgardian. So I kind of paused it for a bit, but I really, really think if they gave us Omega Point tokens for the crafting, and it doesn't even have to be a ton. One might be a little too low. I don't know. Again, I didn't do any math on this. Netmarble should probably do some math on it. Or if someone does, please comment below what you think is fair. And to me, I think it's reasonable to be able to try to get at least one regional piece per month, outside of, any other aspect in the game. Just from, if you're a complete free-to-play player, I think that would be reasonable. And I know plenty of people who didn't get any, from crafting. So, maybe I get one for crafting. Maybe I get a second from the Omega points that I use from crafting. For free-to-play players who are actually doing the draws, that's going to take forever for them to get 500 Omega points. So I'd really like to see Netmarble at the workshop give me some Omega points to help me do that. Or other aspects of the game where I don't get certain things. Like maybe if I fail a specialization, I get an Omega point. All right, or 2 Omega points or 5 Omega points. Especially when you get, when you look at some of these specializations, 9 out of 10. Okay, that hurts. I got 2 9 out of 10s. 20% rate, and it's not cheap. I'd love to get these mats back or half the mats back or something, but I'll take an Omega point or 5. Every time that fails. Or maybe, the higher levels, once I'm at 9 to 10, if I fail there, I get more Omega points. Same thing with the Convergent, or the Core. I'm just throwing these out. This is just random stuff that's coming to my mind as I'm shooting this video. But, like this, the Core Converger box, or the Core Synthesizer. When you come in here, and you actually fail, so I don't have any cores, but it's like a 20% chance of failure, I think, from 4 to 5. Maybe give us some Omega points. If you're not going to give us any cores back or any of the mats back, give us some Omega points. Help with that pity system. I think it will help people feel a lot better about some aspects of the game. I am all for grinding. I am all for, finding ways to do it and not getting everything right away. I am all about it. But what people will do eventually is just like, there's no point. I'm never going to get it. It's so unattainable that I can't get it. But if you make them feel like there is a chance, even if it's a 10, 20% chance, or, I can get 1 a month, 2 a month, that will help me, because that the nanotech exists. So when you come over here into this gear, there's all these red stars. So you can go ahead and let people have some stuff, right? So if I want a nanotech, I need those pieces of gear to be able to pull up those red stars. So anyway, that's my piece. That's my spiel. I'm going to end it there. I love to hear what you guys think about this. Do we need more pity in the game, or is it just perfect? All right, anything. Is this idea a good one, or is it a terrible one? I want to hear from you, either in the comments below or on the Discord. The Discord link is in the description below, so check that out. I do highly recommend Discord for communicating with any players in the game, alliance mates, etc. It is the best way to communicate. Hammer down the like button, click the notification bell, subscription button, all the drill. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.